Hi, Spencer here, and today I'm going to talk about what are the three main market trends. First, what is the definition of a trend? According to the dictionary, it is the general direction in which something is moving or is developing or changing. So, when you think of it in the context of the market, have you noticed that when you look at the chart, the prices tend to move strongly in a certain direction for prolonged periods of time? For example, you hear about the long bull market where prices keep going up, or the long bear market where prices keep going down. So that essentially, or the market, is what we are talking about when we mention the word trend. So just like you see in the picture, you see the ship going down the water, getting dragged along the water, right, to the edge of the waterfall. So essentially, that is what a strong trend is. It's like a relentless force that drags the prices along. So if you are not careful, you end up on the wrong side of the trend. For example, if you try to fight to go against the current, you'll find that it's going to be a very uphill task, especially for a trader. So one of the important questions that a trader needs to ask themselves is, which way is the wind blowing? So whenever you look at the market, you want to see, you want to make sure that the wind is on your back and not, you are not trying to steer your boat directly into the against the wind, because the way when you do that, the probability of your trades are definitely going to go down. So these are the three main trends in the market. The uptrend, where prices generally head up, a sideways, where the prices tend to move sideways, and lastly, the downtrend, where prices are going down. So typically, if you look at any chart, you find that the market is more or less in in either one of these three types of trends. And being able to identify which is the current type of trend basically will account for a large part of your trading success. So generally in the market, the uptrend and downtrend together form about 20% of the market, while the bulk of the time the market is actually moving sideways. So here's an example of a sideways market. So you notice that in a sideways market, there's no clear direction. So the general strategy for sideways market is to buy low and sell high, right? And short high and cover back your trades low, because you know that in the sideways market, it is very difficult for prices to make new highs and lows. In an uptrend market, the general strategy is to buy high and sell higher, meaning you are pretty confident that prices will be higher in the future. So generally, you try to go long, to stay long and to buy and hold. So this strategy will work. Buying and hold generally works well, right? Only when the market is trending upwards strongly. And lastly, we have the downtrend market. So this is the time where you want to avoid going long. The best strategy for downtrend market is to look for shorting opportunities, right? To short and then to cover back lower when the prices have fallen. So generally for trading, right, it's important to be able to identify the trend. So there's this saying that goes, the trend is your friend, right? So this part is very important because you always want to be trading with the trend rather than trying to trade against the trend, right? And the second part, right, is until the end. So as a trader, you also need to be aware that trends will eventually come to an end because no trend lasts forever. So the very important part is to be able to identify the trend, to follow the trend, but still be aware of when the trend ends so that you can change direction. So to sum up, the key thing that you need to remember is to always try to go with the flow. When it's an uptrend, you look for long opportunities. When it's downtrend, you look for shorting opportunities. When it's sideways, you can either stay out, or you try to buy low and sell high, right? So that is the gist of trading, being able to identify the big market trends and going with the flow, right? So that you always have the high probability trades on your side. So that's all for this video. For more videos and market analysis, please visit us at www.synapsetrading.com, and I'll see you at the next video.